Thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV and for the opportunity to showcase for you the complete walkthrough video experience for the nimble, all-weather, and now safety-enhanced 2023 Winnebago Solis Pocket 36A, available here at Lichtsinn RV, America's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries. We're located only 1 mile north of the Winnebago factory, based right here in Forest City, Iowa, and named by the manufacturer, Winnebago Industries, as the North American top dealer for sales volume for a single point location across all of North America each year consecutively since 2015. Also, our team has earned the #2 Class B Camper Van Dealer Award for nationwide sales volume across all RV manufacturers and all RV camper van models, including Winnebago's competitors, for 2021, while offering only the Winnebago camper van lineup. However, most importantly, be the first to break in and protect your factory fresh Solis Pocket in accordance with the way Winnebago and RAM ProMaster outline inside their owner's manual on page 70, in which they recommend, if possible, no towing for the first 1,000 miles, driving moderately during the first 300 miles, and after the initial 60 miles, driving at speeds up to 50 or 55 miles per hour, while cruising brief full throttle acceleration within the limits of local traffic laws, contributing to a good engine break-in. Wide open throttle acceleration in low gear is detrimental and should be avoided. Be the first to break in that new powertrain investment, as opposed to the way a delivery driver may and do tow their own personal vehicle out to your local dealership. Be the first to break in that powertrain, sleep that first night in the Murphy Plus bed or multi-use dinette, or even the front Luno Air cab sleeping surface, and eat that first meal in your factory fresh Solis Pocket 36A here at Lichtsinn RV. Now, with the latest in safety enhancements and cab amenities from RAM ProMaster, the Winnebago Solis Pocket is not only the most affordable camper van, but it also features extended season capability and a layout that is inspired by van life custom layouts and DIYers who might otherwise attempt to build out their local van. This camper van is the turnkey solution to start enjoying van life right away. Its all-season capability earns the Truma Gold standard, unachieved by competing models. Truma, a leading supplier in the RV heating and cooling category, independently tested the Pocket and rated it with their gold standard for cold weather operation. The Solis Pocket is powered by the tried and true fuel-efficient RAM ProMaster powertrain, in which we'll do this complete walkthrough video experience in this, the bright silver metallic premium full-body base coat clear coat automotive finish. We do also stock and is available the Pocket in the bright white exterior full body premium base coat clear coat automotive finish. And finally, it's available in this, the deep cherry red full body base coat clear coat automotive paint. The RAM ProMaster features the US version of what has become Europe's most successful commercial cargo van from Fiat, the Ducato. It features the 3.6-liter RAM ProMaster gas V6 engine, estimated to achieve 18 to 22 miles per gallon highway. The Get Up and Go features 280 horses and, during high-grade climates, 260 pounds-feet of torque or power. It's then mated up with the 9-speed automatic torque flight transmission with grade braking capabilities. It also features electric power steering with a 36.3-foot turning diameter. Winnebago camper vans based on the RAM ProMaster chassis have been at the forefront of the van life revolution since their debut in 2014, and the all-new RAM ProMaster chassis now provides significant improvements to powertrain, safety, and cab conveniences. The next generation 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 engine is now paired to a segment-exclusive TorqueFlite 9-speed automatic transmission, a combination that generates 280 horsepower and 260 pounds-feet of torque or power, while improving fuel economy up to 9% when compared to the previous powertrain. Unique transmission calibration allows for improved vehicle launch characteristics with smooth transfer between gears to minimize engine howl and enhancing fuel efficiency. Shift logic is adjusted according to grade steepness. The class-exclusive front-wheel drive system allows the RAM ProMaster to get great traction in nearly all conditions, even when loaded up to full occupant and cargo carrying capacity. And with an impressive best-in-class 36-foot turning diameter, you can easily handle tight curves while navigating crowded city streets, storage for your RV, or BLM parking. Hydraulic steering is replaced by electric rack and pinion power steering. This allows for variable steering assistance and can even improve fuel economy. A new electric rack and pinion power steering system has been calibrated to deliver a natural steering feel and allows for variable amounts of steering assistance to be applied. The electric power steering system features a turning diameter of 36.3 feet. The new RAM ProMaster chassis now has an electronic park brake. This new easy-to-use feature keeps the van in place when needed and automatically disengages when you shift the van into drive or reverse, and it will automatically apply if you happen to exit the vehicle while the vehicle is not in park. The new RAM ProMaster has the most standard and available safety and security features offered on a RAM ProMaster. Stay safe and secure out there with Forward Collision Warning Plus. This feature protects you and others around you by sending audible and visual alerts to the cab when there's a potential obstacle or hazard in front of the van. It also includes pedestrian, cyclist emergency braking. Blind spot monitoring with rear cross path detection is designed to help avoid accidents on the road and when backing up. When vehicles enter the van's blind zones, the driver is warned with a visual alert that helps them adjust their position accordingly. The digital rearview mirror displays video in real time in driving modes from a rear-facing camera and can be turned off to revert back to a traditional reflective mirror. The digital rearview mirror is and provides an unobstructed rear view that enhances safety. The class-exclusive Park View rear backup camera in the RAM ProMaster now comes with dynamic grid lines. These grid lines help guide the driver out of a busy area by outlining the van's potential path, and they move as the steering wheel turns for accuracy. When parking in those tight spots, ParkSense Front and Rear Park Assist provide visual and audible indications when the driver gets too close to a potential obstacle like another vehicle when parking in those tight spots for van lifers. Other standard safety features include drowsy driver detection, traffic sign recognition, multi-collision and post-collision braking, electronic stability control, crosswind assist, electronic roll mitigation, trailer sway dampening, all-speed traction control, tire pressure monitoring display, intelligent high-speed assist. The RAM ProMaster now receives the Uconnect 5 multimedia system, which is 5 times faster than the system it replaces, featuring Wi-Fi capability and up to 5 individual user profiles. A TFT 7-inch reconfigurable touchscreen displays are available, featuring split screen capability for dual application operation. In addition, seamless smartphone integration is available with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And so is a wireless charging pad, complemented by 2 USB-C ports. The RAM ProMaster features 2 USB outlets, one which is fully functional and one which is charge only, plus standard dual USB-C ports that allow devices to charge up to 4 times faster. The new ProMaster features a 3.5-inch in the Solis 36A and 59P, a 7-inch in the Solis 59PX, full-color driver information display in the instrument cluster, where fuel gauge and digital coolant temperature displays are strategically placed for safe and easy reference while driving. The display is customizable to showcase preset information of the driver's choice. Available menus include speedometer, vehicle information, fuel economy, trip information, audio and stored messages, screen setup and settings. Here you'll find useful details like live traffic signs and oil change information that can optimize your driving experience. The RAM ProMaster's interior boasts push-button start and passive keyless entry for all doors, along with a new leather-wrapped steering wheel with enhanced hand grips. Ram's interior designers also have updated the steering wheel with electronic system control information for the shifter, all new air vents, and incorporating redundant heating, ventilation, and air conditioning controls. All in all, the Winnebago camper vans based on the RAM ProMaster chassis now provide significant improvements to powertrain, safety, and cab conveniences. Here to the front, you'll see the machined aluminum front grille with the high mount headlamps, providing better visibility during the evening. A nimble on-the-go camper van at only 17 feet 10 inches in length, 6 feet 9 inches in width, and an exterior height to the most standard feature on the coach, which is the Coleman Mach 10 NDQ high-efficiency ducted air conditioning system at 9 feet 5 inches. Again, this is the bright silver premium automotive base coat clear coat finish from RAM ProMaster. Both the bright silver as well as the deep cherry red do command a small price increase from RAM ProMaster, the bright white being standard in Winnebago's pricing package. Here you'll see safety enhancements, including the integrated side turn signal indicators, the top 2/3 of these mirrors, and then the 1/3 down below, including the convex parabolic wide angle technology. Down below, you'll see 16-inch steel wheels with the high endurance cladding from the front and the rear surrounding the wheel wells. A locking fuel door is provided just behind the driver's door. Very simply, opening this driver's door then reveals the fuel fill. The coach does feature then for fuel capacity, a 24-gallon fuel capacity for an estimated cruising range just under 500 miles. Here you'll see the exhausting for the RAM ProMaster powertrain. Also to the rear, we'll showcase the battery package, which features dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 maintenance-free RV batteries. Here you'll see the exhausting for the Truma Vario heat. We'll cover that in detail as we get inside the all-season Winnebago Solis Pocket. Just behind here, then you'll see a 30-amp detachable Shoreline or 120-volt electrical power cord. This is sized to power all of the electrical appliances inside the pocket simultaneously without throwing the breaker, including the Coleman Mach 10 NDQ non-ducted quiet high-efficiency air conditioning system. Nimble and ready for any terrain, the Solis Pocket is front-wheel drive. As we look to the rear here, you'll see the rear wheels. Just behind here, then, you'll see a sealed compartment that does provide storage. Working our way down, you'll see the drainage for the 20-gallon gray tank capacity to the Solis Pocket. The Solis Pocket also features the 3.2-gallon porta potty inside underneath the multi-use dinette that we'll cover here in a moment as we get inside the pocket. You'll see all of this exposed bare metal is plated in the latest in E-coat technology. Winnebago has led a voluntary effort. It is not mandated by the RV industry for E-coating all of their exposed bare metal. For over 30 years, Winnebago has led the industry in rust protection with the E-coating process after recently undergoing a multi-million-dollar E-coating infrastructure upgrade. It is a voluntary method used by leading automotive companies to protect their vehicles from corrosion due to the effectiveness against rust and the complete coverage that it provides. During the E-coat process at Winnebago Industries, critical steel structural components that are added to the camper van are processed through a multi-stage full immersion electrocoating system. a 10-stage process during which they're submerged in 10 different chemical tanks. Every part is submerged for an uniform E-plating and E-coating process. To the rear of the van, you'll see each of these cargo doors open nearly 270 degrees for ease of accessing all of the cargo area. In fact, high-end or any type of bicycles can be stored underneath the Murphy Plus bed when deployed by removing the front wheel to the bicycle. Up top here, you'll see the high mount brake lamp as well as several of the cameras for the RAM ProMaster safety enhancements. Again, this is the bright silver high metallic full body premium automotive paint package. Again, it is available in the added cost for a deep cherry red exterior or standard the bright white full body premium base coat clear coat paint from RAM ProMaster. An easy to access step up bumper to the rear, and down below you'll see a factory installed 3,500 pound tow package along with the 7-blade Bargeman wiring harness. This can also be used for additional storage pods or bike racks. We also can install then the landed gear spare tire carrier if preferred. And now as we open up each of these cargo doors, we'll cover all of the quality components to the rear of the Solis Pocket. You'll also see the honeycomb composite insulated flooring that also serves as an additional thermal brake. Inside the van, CNC cut foam insulation is provided in the doors, walls, ceiling, and into the cab ceiling area. Additional layers of reflective insulation are included in these same doors, walls, floor, ceiling, and into the cab ceiling area. And all of the freshwater and gray water tanks are stacked in the passenger side bed and galley cabinet above the floor, so that all tanks, valves, the water pump lines, and even the dump valve are included inside the van. The Truma Vario heat then provides warm air directly into the water space, ensuring the water flows in even the coldest conditions. And again, it is Truma Gold Standard Cold Weather certified. To the rear, you'll see zippered panel coverings for the rear cargo doors. The beauty of these is they provide opaque privacy during the evening, but in transit, they're whisper quiet and very simply then fold and tuck down inside for viewing to the rear. Of course, the Pocket then includes the space-saving and extended space living of the rear annex, in which each of these bars meet in the middle to the rear of the van. It includes the hanging rod and curtain with a screen and curtain, providing a tent-like material with Velcro straps and magnetic pawns that attach at various points, so it can be used as a quick makeshift privacy up front in the cab, although up front privacy window coverings are included in the van. Here you'll see the rear screen door that provides insect protection from inside the van, yet it allows an extreme amount of fresh air ventilation, especially in conjunction with the Max Air vent system up front. We'll cover the storage areas inside as we get inside the van. As we open this up, you'll see the removable 20-pound LP cylinder. It can be exchanged with readily available LP that's found at supermarkets, home improvement stores, and fuel stations across the country. So again, a convenient 20-pound removable and refillable LP capacity, primarily used for the Truma Vario heat coach heat system. You'll see all of the L-track tie downs for securing all of your cargo to the rear of the van. Off to the right then, we'll cover each of these components in more detail. Some great storage and cold weather access for bringing the Truma Vario heat inside the freshwater system. Additional storage with netted catch-alls. Down below here then you'll see a quick port for extending portable solar capabilities. As we jump up atop the roof of the Pocket here in a moment, you'll see standard is a 170 watt solar panel intended to recharge those dual AGM absorbed glass mat maintenance free batteries. You'll see a 12 volt power point and USB power points, 110 volt outlet to the rear. A convenient water pump switch is located to the rear so that if you did forget to leave your water pump on when you return to the van, rather than trouncing through like competing manufacturers that don't invest in a three-way water pump switch, you can throw this on from the outside of the van. An innovative freshwater diverter valve off to the right allows you to take a city water connection and divert that water into the 20-gallon freshwater coach capacity. And then off to the right, you'll see an innovative exterior shower or wash station, again, used for that water pump switch so that you can hose off your cargo, occupants, or pets from outside the van as opposed to trouncing through inside the van. And then you'll see freshwater tank drain valves to the bottom underneath this quick port for the exterior wash station. Then off to the left is the freshwater inlet so that if you are at a resort or campground that does provide water at your site, you can stay connected and then divert that water into your 20-gallon freshwater capacity using the diverter valve in the upper right-hand corner. Underneath this location, then behind the snapped-in cover for it, you'll see the gray waste tank drain valve. Again, that valve is located inside the van for cold weather usage. It's used to drain the 20-gallon gray tank capacity to the van. And then you'll see the water pump in the upper right-hand corner of that location. Again, all housed inside the van for extended season capabilities. A great detailed shot then of the honeycomb composite insulated flooring that serves as an additional thermal break. You'll see the dual purpose Molly panel retention gate that we'll cover as we get inside the pocket. The coach is on the upgraded 8,550 pound gross vehicle weight rating chassis from RAM ProMaster, so the Solis Pocket provides nearly 2,300 pounds of occupant and cargo carrying capacity, of which then you would reduce that number for occupants, cargo, and any fresh water that you may travel with in transit. There you can see the other side of the space-saving annex that can be used as those cargo doors are opened in line with the van for a space-saving annex. And now as we zoom back out, unlike any dealership here in North America, we're going to elevate up to show you all of the quality components atop the Winnebago Solis Pocket. Again, this is in the bright silver metallic exterior paint package. It is available in white or deep cherry. You can see the cargo sliding door with the multi-use table outside the patio side with the easy to access entry access steps. Now working our way from the rear to the front as we zoom into the roof of the pocket, you'll see the Coleman Mach 10 NDQ non-ducted quiet high efficiency air conditioning system. It uses less power on startup and is the quietest air conditioning system available from Coleman Mach. Forward of that then is the 170 watt solar panel, which is standard. It's expandable rooftop or from the portable quick port that you saw to the rear of the van. Its primary purpose to recharge the dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 maintenance-free RV batteries. These can be recharged in transit while plugged in or through that standard solar package. Forward of that in the upper right-hand corner, then you'll see the quick ports for adding additional solar rooftop. Although that real estate is limited up on the roof, you can use the solar quick port to the rear of the van. Forward of the solar panel then is the Max Air Premium vent system, featuring a sealed marine RV rain hood, but also just a tremendous amount of CFM or air movement, functioning 12 volt off of the dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 maintenance-free batteries. Off to the left of the solar panel then you'll see the roof port that can be used for adding any type of connectivity enhancement. Be sure to check out on our parts page on Lichtsinn.com or several archived live interactive presentations with our live webcast in which we cover connectivity enhancements, whether that be cellular boosting on the open road through perhaps a WeBoost drive reach, or a WineGuard Connect 2.0 that provides not only the availability for boosting Wi-Fi from up to 1.5 miles away, or by providing a dedicated 24/7 internet network in the van through an LTE hotspot from Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile. Be sure to check out those live interactive presentations and the interactive multimedia connectivity finder tool on our parts page on Lichtsinn.com. And now as we wrap up atop the roof of the Solis Pocket, we'll cover specifications. The Pocket is 17 feet 10 inches in length, which is actually more compact than a full-size SUV or half-ton truck. 6 feet 9 inches in width and 9 feet 5 inches tall to the roof standard feature, which is that Coleman Mach 10 NDQ. And now as we work our way back down towards the patio area, we'll cover all of the quality components towards your patio camping area of the Solis Pocket. You can see the easy to access entry assist steps with all of the side hung windows that do feature insect screens. To take advantage of all of that fresh air ventilation coming up through that MaxxAir premium vent system, you'll see the cargo door track, the side hung windows, the same setup of the side mirrors. As we open the side of the Solis Pocket, you'll also see the side screen system, which is similar to the rear of the van, but also features a quick, easy way to enter or exit the van. You'll see a fold-down table right at your patio camping side. Also, the great feature to the Pocket is that the refrigerator is mounted forward-facing, that you can load that refrigerator from outside or inside the van. The same roll-up side screen similar to the rear screens, but also features a quick magnetic pull that allows you to quickly enter or exit the van to maintain insect penetration. Just to the left here, you'll see we'll showcase that. Once that's zippered down, you can quickly enter or exit the van with that magnetic clasp, an easy to access entry handle. One of the advantages to this fold-down table is the innovative L-Track system that allows you to adjust the height of the table so that, of course, you're not always going to be perfectly level. When you're off-grid and out in the open, you can adjust the height of this table depending upon the levelness of your camper van. A nice sneak preview there to the weathered teak cabinetry inside the van. You'll see the factory fresh carpet scraps are still taped down. That's to protect for the next guest. Of course, the honeycomb composite insulated flooring runs front to the rear of the van. You can literally Swiffer this van out in a matter of seconds. Down below, you'll see the easy to access entry assist steps that also include tie-outs to the front and the rear for securing pets or high-end bicycles. Of course, it is plated in the same E-coat technology that we've focused on to the rear of the van. Non-skid bound by the W, bound by Winnebago, non-skid traction is included on the top of those entry assist steps. A nimble all-season van at only 17 feet 10 inches in length. And now as we work our way inside the Solis Pocket, we'll cover one sweeping shot of this floor plan and then we'll cover things in more detail. This coach is in the Nomad Ultra Fabrics collection. It's paired up with weathered teak cabinetry, which is handcrafted in-house by Winnebago Industries. So not only can they control tolerances in fit and finish, which long-term will minimize squeaks and rattles compared to competing manufacturers that have to go out and purchase their cabinets from third-party suppliers, it can be maximized for interior storage, but also minimizing those tolerances in fit and finish. A camper van that has the capability of sleeping 4 people with the Murphy Plus bed to the rear, the sleeping area and the multi-use dinette that we'll cover here in a moment, or from the optional Cab Luno Air mattress that can be added to the front seats of the RAM ProMaster. A full-featured kitchen and galley that we'll cover in detail. aluminum welded cabinetries with slam latches and magnetic clasps that keep all of the cabinet doors recessed up against the ceiling for ease of storing your goods. And now let's slide over and cover things in more detail. One of the appeals to the Solis Pocket is the multi-use Dinette Mode. Some great storage that we'll cover in detail here in a moment. And now let's cover each of these areas, how they set up into different modes. The first mode being the Dinette Mode with the table. It features a double dinette with an incredible amount of storage, as Abby Neiman, one of our factory-trained consultants, will actually break this down then into the next mode. Some great storage here towards the driver's side for remote working, working off the grid, or very simply gaming at your two-person dinette. We'll now convert this into a sofa mode, in which these cushions very simply remove. The table is then used for the center partition. And then each of the cushions replace that area. You can use it with or without the headboard cushion. Converting this into a single sleeper. So we've covered dinette mode with the table. This is the sofa mode. Very simply a love seat. Now we'll set this up as a SETI love seat, which includes the cushions on the front and rear, but still maintaining then the rear lower back cushion. We'll now actually convert away from the SETI love seat mode to convert into dedicated sleeping mode. Actually, the forward-facing portion of that dining area then can be removed. For those taller occupants, and again, that can be used with or without the front headboard cushion. So some great ways to set this up in multi-use function with a different layout there for the cushions for sleeping mode. And now you can see the padded headboard, so to speak. And now as we work our way off of sleeping mode, we'll cover the last setup. Which is the ability to use this as a daybed with the table at the forward-facing components that we originally took off to go into full-time sleeping mode. So again, you can use this as a daybed with a pivoting table that can be used towards the forward portion of this multi-use configuration setup. One of the appeals to this is turnkey factory from Winnebago. Many DIYers will otherwise attempt to build out their own van, but you have all of these different modes available to you for camper van life. And now as we work our way from the multi-use dining area, we'll cover all of the detailed components surrounding this area. Above, again, aluminum extruded cabinets with positive lock latching slam latches. Just below, the upgraded vinyl padded ceiling with LED lighting. And of course, throughout the van, we use LED lighting, which is 70% more energy efficient compared to normal incandescent or halogen lighting. In this cabinet, we currently have stored the front privacy panels for the cab area for both the driver and the passenger side door and the front windshield. Those can also be stored in the overheaded steel shelf. Also inside this cabinet currently is the tire inflation repair kit, as well as the roof data port for adding any type of connectivity enhancement. You can see that roof access port is penetrated by the factory and sealed, providing access then down into the 110 volt and 12 volt areas for convenient use with wheelbase for connectivity enhancements by boosting cellular, or from adding a WineGuard Connect 2.0 for boosting Wi-Fi and for setting up a dedicated 24/7 internet network inside the van. As most light-duty automotive manufacturers in the automotive space have gone to making their vehicles extremely lightweight to maintain EPA-mandated fuel economy requirements, most have gone to tire inflation repair kits. If you do plan on traveling off-grid in rugged terrain, we do offer several different spare tire attachments if needed. Here you'll see the side-hung window over the dinette setup with side-hung windows and those same rolled-up privacy panels that provide opaque privacy blackout in the evening. We're now back into Dinette mode with the table. You'll see a front-facing 3-point automotive safety belt with top tether to the rear for car seat usage, integrated cup holders, and some great storage just behind this table setup, along with, of course, connectivity for maintaining any type of working or gaming scenario up front with 110 volt and USB charge points and 12 volt USB power points. Some great storage here that can be used for file storage or for very simply adding any type of a remote work printer. You've got the routed area that goes then into the 110 volt area and 12 volt area. Partition storage then from this third, the middle third, and the rear third. Again, with the positive lock latching mechanisms, integrated cup holders with storage down below. Here's then where you have a convenient 110 volt outlet with routed ports to each side of that storage area. Of course, a 12 volt and USB power point off to the left. And then the same storage in the aft or rear 1/3. Storage, of course, underneath this area, and then also in the lowered area. Here you'll see several of the laser-tuned Truma Vario heat delivery ducts, which are whisper quiet, but maintain some great warm weather heat down towards your feet in this workstation area. Then behind each of these panels is where you'll see the CNC cut foam insulation, similar to what is used by automotive manufacturers, that won't sag like batting or bat foam that competing RV manufacturers use, that will eventually settle over time. Winnebago invests in that CNC cut foam insulation into the doors, walls, ceiling, and into the cab ceiling area to maintain extended season insulation. Here you'll see the 3-point automotive safety belt that does include the top tether. Just behind here you'll see the top tether. The versatile area, it's customizable, whether you're looking to work from the road or for a comfortable place to lounge after a day of adventuring. The dinette, which is perfect for 2 occupants, transitions then into the daybed or sofa with a full-length work center, providing space for storing and charging electronics as well as other needs when working from the road. You'll see the LP detector down below as well. Additional storage can be used underneath this location, but it is also the location that houses the 3.2 gallon black tank cassette area, which is a Thetford porta potty. 13 inches in height, 15 inches in width, and 16.8 inches in depth. It can house 4 gallons of fresh water, 3.2 gallons of wastewater with an average flush count of 33. And it also includes a convenient level indicator. and if not needed, it can be used for additional storage. But in a nimble 17 feet, 10-inch length camper van, just a tremendous amount of storage, all a direct result of Winnebago's computer-aided designing this on CAD space to maximize every square inch of storage, as opposed to competing manufacturers that purchase all their cabinetries and throw them into a 17-foot van trying to make the floor plan work. A full-featured galley here off towards your patio area with a large inline spacious galley or kitchen area with a high-rise single-control gooseneck-style kitchen faucet atop a stainless steel sink. High-endurance laminate countertops are provided along with a dual-burner range top with an innovative glass cooktop cover that maximizes countertop space but also serves as an easy-to-clean backsplash. Since it is stainless steel, it's very easy to clean from the basin of that dual-burner range top as well. Pulls a tremendous amount of storage capacity for dual pots with wide burners. And then right at the face of this, you'll see, again, 110 volt outlets for kitchen appliances, 12 volt or USB power points to set a cell phone or smartphone or tablet charger. The auxiliary battery disconnect switch provides storage mode to place the dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 maintenance-free RV batteries into storage mode to ensure no parasitic draw. Again, those batteries are recharged in transit off of the RAM ProMaster alternator anytime you're plugged in through the converter and also through the 170 watts of standard solar. Forward facing for easy access to load your groceries from outside the van or easy access inside the van. You can see the storage clasp that's provided. This is a compressor-driven 3 cubic feet refrigerator and freezer. When at temp, it pulls a similar amount of power as a 60-watt light bulb. So it's very energy efficient with DC power off of the dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 maintenance-free RV batteries. And a convenient travel clasp is also provided. You can see all the diffusers for providing heat delivery inside the kitchen or galley area. A full drawer stack provided by Winnebago with positive lock latching and full-length extensions with metal drawer glides, as opposed to competing manufacturers that try to trip over pennies and nickels saving money by not providing metal drawer glides or plastic drawer glides and not providing full-length drawer stacks. Just a tremendous amount of storage. You can see some of the wiring from Winnebago, which sets Winnebago apart from the competition, as all of the wire looms are designed in-house with state-of-the-art facilities, following automotive standards for secure and reliable 12-volt connections. Each of these wires are clearly labeled every 3 inches for easy identification. Crimped and spliced using an advanced solderless welding process and heat shrink covering that virtually eliminates failure. Up top here, over the Murphy Plus bed, is the Coleman Mach 10 NDQ non-ducted quiet high-efficiency air conditioning system with easy to remove, easy to clean fresh air intake filters. You can see that magnetic pond that is included on the air conditioner. That is for the patio side cabinet to be able to stay open so that you can access every square inch of storage over this full bank of aluminum extruded cabinets with positive lock latching. They're also partitioned. Here you'll see the homeowner's bag provided by Winnebago Industries with all of the homeowner's manuals in a spiral-bound, digitized notebook. All of the wiring and plumbing diagrams are available online by Winnebago Industries. And also Winnebago provides a convenient Winnebago Go app, which includes many of the tutorials that we cover during our award-winning half-day educational orientation, in which before closing for your pocket, we'll cover every switch, we'll cover every feature, we'll show you what to do, we'll show you what not to do. We cover maintenance and warranty by our master RVDA certified technicians, and of course, there is no cost for any of that. Many guests will also stay with us for several nights. It provides them the confidence of knowing how to use everything in a safe cocoon here at our dealership. Now, as we get to the rear, we'll cover the Murphy Plus bed. This converts into a 52 by 75 inch sleeping surface with, of course, additional storage down below. Also the capability with the L-Track cargo tie-downs of housing bicycles even when the Murphy Plus bed is being used, which will slide underneath with the Molly retention gate. So this Molly panel retention gate being recessed towards the patio side. This is a removable galley pack, which is included and can be used for storing kitchen utensils, plates, and accessories, and conveniently clips to the Molly panel retention gate. Again, this whole area is designed, if need be, you can store bicycles when the bed is down by removing the front wheel. Again, you'll see this is the Molly panel serving as a retention gate. Some people will refer to this as the doggy gate, but provides some great separation of living space. Can be used wonderfully if you want to leave those cargo door open to get great fresh air ventilation. Now inside the rear towards this storage area, again, 12 volt and USB power points, as well as 110 volt outlet, this being GFI protected. An illuminated sight glass provides quick, easy to read understanding of how much fresh water is remaining in the van. And because Winnebago builds all of their freshwater tanks in-house in their rotocast facility, featuring polyethylene components for holding in water tanks, it is actually calibrated within that sight glass. So even though this may look like a Tetris cube to maximize freshwater capacity, it accurately reads how much fresh water is remaining in your tank. You can fill the tank at this location with the gravity fill or towards the rear that we saw on the freshwater management systems panel. Great netted catch-all storage to the rear as well. A very comfortable 52 by 75 inch Murphy Plus bed atop each of these L-Track cargo areas. Again, it still can be left down and used as storage underneath this location. You'll see the panel is down below there. That is actually the converter appliance that takes electricity from the shoreline cord and recharges the dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 maintenance-free RV batteries. We'll now bring down the Murphy Plus bed with the Euro slat suspension, which provides a very comfortable sleeping space at 52 by 75 inches. Of course, down below, yet again, additional storage with netted partitions. And then again, that was the back side there of the 20-pound removable LP canister. Currently, you can see how nimble that Luno Cab airbed sleeping surface is. That is a factory installed option, so be sure to check with your RV sales consultant here at Lichtsinn RV. If that is something that is needed for you, we actually are a Luno Cab bed dealer, but it is available as a factory installed option. And can increase the sleeping capacity in the van to 4 people. Here you'll see the converter charger, which also houses the 110 volt breakers and 12 volt breakers. And then you can see the laser tuned warm air delivery ducts for the Truma Vario heat. And now as we deploy the Murphy Plus bed, it does have a safety clasp to keep that up if you choose to, but very simply glides down with a lightweight aluminum extruded Euro slat suspension frame that can be then kept up against the side of the van. Deploying this, again, 52 by 75 inches, so just 8 inches shy of the width of a traditional queen bed. But again, opaque window coverings to the side windows and the rear cargo doors of the van to provide privacy in the evening. As we drop these cushions down, They are intended to fit securely so that that mattress doesn't move as you sleep in the middle of the night. Of course, there are 110 volt USB and 12 volt power points nearby that can be used for 110 volt power for any type of bedroom amenities that you may need, such as a CPAP or BPAP machine. Could also then potentially be powered into a Jackery inverter using lithium technology. Many will travel with a 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter off of a lithium battery system, which can be used to power the air conditioner, providing clean power to your van without having to use a generator. So a wonderful sleeping area to the rear. Again, you can sleep one then in the sleeping mode to the multi-use dinette area, and then an additional 1 to 2 up front with the Luno cab bed sleeping factory installed option. Again, really designed for van life custom layouts and DIYers that might otherwise attempt to build out their own van. A turnkey solution from Winnebago Industries. Versatile, affordable, ready for every adventure, and now safety enhanced with the conveniences in the cab and safety enhancements from RAM ProMaster. Now, as we work our way up front, you'll see the Winnebago installed steel shelf overhead with the integrated LED light. We'll stop by and check out all of the one-place panel locations just above the cargo door. Off to the right, you'll see the heating controls for the Truma Vario Heat, which features a 3-stage burner at 4,700, 8,900, and 11.5 BTUs, equipped with a quiet night mode, high efficiency using less than 1 amp draw at 12 volts. It's been altitude tested at 9,000 feet, but has operated up to 11,000 feet above sea level. The one-place panel for your water pump switch, as well as the freshwater tank and battery readouts. Off to the left is the ZAMP solar charge controller for the 170 watt solar panel, which is mounted rooftop that we saw as we were atop the Solis Pocket. You can see the zippered screen that's rolled up in this location. That can be left down even in transit. And then sliding over, this is the steel shelf installed by Winnebago, and just behind here you'll see the fire alarm as well as the MaxAir premium vent system, featuring high CFM or high air velocity movement that really provides a tremendous amount of fresh air movement, especially in conjunction with the side windows being open or the cargo door being open, but also serves as your kitchen galley exhaust fan. You can see the LED rope light integrated into the steel shelf for additional storage. Up front, each of the cab seats rotate to become integral living components to the van. Each features an armrest, adjustable headrests, and they slide, swivel, and recline for comfort. You can see the automotive 3-point safety belts. We are also a authorized installer for WeatherTech mats, if that's something that you take advantage of, which are laser routed front floor mats. You'll see the passive entry with the push button start with the cab convenience feature from RAM ProMaster. You'll see each of the steering wheel controls on the left for the instrumentation cluster, which features the 3.5-inch color digital information cluster just above, which is controlled by the left-hand portion of the steering wheel controls, the ability to accept or decline a call, which ties in nicely with the 7-inch infotainment display featuring Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. It can be used seamlessly with Hey Google or Hey Siri technology. You can see the detailed shot of the 3.5-inch digital information cluster to the front. You can see the windshield wiper controls off to the right, controls for the headlamps, and then down below the electronic park brake and an innovative battery boost switch installed by Winnebago Industries, which we've used for decades, which allows you to jumpstart the van if your chassis battery gets low off of the dual AGM absorbed glass mat Group 31 RV batteries. Controls on the right-hand side for the 7-inch infotainment display. Storage is included up top with an array of cup holders throughout the van. All new air vents are installed, so if you do decide to use a cell phone mount, it's more configurable than it was in years past. Controls off to the left for the 9-speed automatic torque flight transmission with grade-breaking capabilities, including the tow haul mode with an easy to depress button. And now we'll cover the components to this 7-inch infotainment package, which does include Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Here you'll see it's in FM mode with a split screen there for your phone off to the right. Here you can see controls for media off of your phone or controlling the Sirius XM satellite radio app. You can pair up your phone for hands-free Bluetooth connectivity. All within the settings, you have several different convenient configurable setups within the vehicle. Different profiles are available for who's driving the van. The ability to turn on or off safety and driver assistance packages, such as the automatic emergency braking, traffic sign assist warnings, drowsy driver alerts. You can then configure the type of alerts that you'd like, whether they're visual or visual and audio. There you can see the rear park view backup camera, which can be used with or without grid lines. And of course, the safety enhancements that we covered earlier, including blind spot monitoring with cross path detection, forward collision warning plus, multi-collision and post-collision braking, different feedback that you can receive when you're locking or unlocking the vehicle, the ability to have the headlights come on when the wipers are engaged, which is a traffic law in certain states. And again, once each of these are set, you can actually save that as a driver profile so that you don't have to go through that each time. You can see the system information for the Uconnect version that's currently installed. A nice user configurable setup with the Uconnect in the 7-inch infotainment package. Some nice split screen capabilities. With a larger display, you have more versatility. Here you can see the climate control package. You also have a convenient power door lock switch for all of the doors, including the cargo doors. Of course, connectivity enhancements with USB-C and USB-A charge points, as well as a traditional 12-volt power point. The USB-C featuring the oval style, the USB-A with the traditional rectangle, and then a 12-volt power point. Storage is included then above and below. A nice storage area here for a smartphone or compact tablet with an array of cup holders down below. And again, each of the cab seats rotate to become integral lounge chairs, and they feature an armrest, which can then also be used with the armrest off of the door for dual armrests. They each slide, swivel, and recline and feature adjustable headrests. Additional storage just above the passenger side airbag. And then also storage down below. Just above here, then you'll see the digital rearview mirror, and above here, the SOS button for alerting authorities in the event of an emergency, as well as overhead cab lighting options. You can have the doors illuminate for the overhead cab lighting, or you can turn that off if you're in an insect area and don't want those coming in. Down below, the digital rear view mirror provides for a real-time video stream from the rear of the van. It can also then be turned off for a reflective traditional mirror. And then to wrap up front, of course, there are cab window privacy panels for each of the cab doors and the front windshield. You could also use a curtain from the rear annex with the magnetic pawns and the steel shelf if you'd like just a quick makeshift over the night privacy up front. And then just forward of the passenger seat is an easy to access entry assist handle. Fire extinguisher is located conveniently right near your cargo door, so you can use it inside or outdoors if need be. And so as we swivel around, we'll cover one last sweeping shot, as I want to take this opportunity to thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV and for the opportunity to showcase for you the complete walkthrough video experience for the nimble, all-weather, and now safety-enhanced Winnebago Solis Pocket, available here at Lichtsinn RV, America's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries. We're located only 1 mile north of the Winnebago Motorhome Factory, based right here in Forest City, Iowa, and named by the manufacturer Winnebago Industries as the North American top dealer for sales volume for a single point location across all of North America each year consecutively since 2015. Also recently, we've been named the #2 camper van dealer award for nationwide sales volume, not only for Winnebago Industries, but across all manufacturers and all camper van models for 2021, while offering solely the Winnebago camper van lineup. The Winnebago Solis Pocket is available here at Lichtsinn RV. However, most importantly, be the first to break in and protect your new RAM powertrain investment in accordance with the way RAM ProMaster outlines on page 70 of their owner's manuals, in which they recommend, if possible, no towing for the first 1,000 miles, driving moderately during the first 300 miles, and after the initial 60 miles, driving at speeds up to 50 or 55 miles per hour, while cruising brief full throttle acceleration within the limits of local traffic laws, contributing to a good break-in procedure, avoiding wide open throttle accelerations, which can be detrimental and should be avoided. Be the first to break in and protect that powertrain, as opposed to the way a delivery driver may and do tow their own personal vehicle out to your local dealership. Protect that new RAM ProMaster powertrain, sleep that first night in your Murphy Plus bed, convertible dining area, or the Luno Cab Air bed mattress, and eat that first meal in your factory fresh Winnebago Solis Pocket, available here at Lichtsinn RV. Thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV here in Forest City, Iowa, the home of Winnebago Industries. I'm Ron Lichtsinn, and I want to thank you for visiting our dealership here in Forest City, Iowa. Here are some great points from the Lichtsinn RV team as to points unrelated to price why you should experience the best here at Lichtsinn RV.
New motorhomes from Lichtsinn RV have no delivery miles on them. We do not use delivery services like other dealers in which drivers live in the RV during transportation or tow their own personal vehicle during the crucial engine break-in period.
There are no additional fees with purchasing in the state of Iowa, as a customer will pay their tax, title, and license in which the state that they register their RV. However, we do help in assisting titling your RV in your home state. As you can see, we help people day in and day out all over the United States and Canada with titling their motorhome.
Due to our close proximity to Winnebago factory, we're able to take advantage of cost savings over other RV dealerships. This allows us to provide you with low, no hassle pricing.
We offer free, thorough walkarounds with our guests at the time of delivery. where we take as much time as needed for our guests to understand every function, maintenance, and warranty item of their RV. Many dealers charge a significant sum to provide this service.
Here at Lichtsinn RV, we provide our guests the opportunity to stay on our lot while enjoying free access to Wi-Fi, filtered fresh water, and electrical hookups, whether they're here to take delivery of their new RV or just passing through for service.
We work with several different lenders in order to secure you the most competitive rates and terms.
We also offer insurance from several different insurance carriers such as Progressive and Nationwide.
Purchase and service your RV and experience the best at Lichtsinn RV, the nation's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries, based right here in Forest City, Iowa.